It's time now for the Parent Channel Morning News, Monday morning, December 1st, 2014. Welcome to Monday morning, December 1st, 2014. Back to work, back to school. Here now, your news headlines here, and our top story here at 8:32 here is in Beijing, where clashes between Hong Kong police and protesters overnight Sunday and Monday morning marked the violent escalation for the more than 2-month-old pro-democracy movement in the South China Port City, where many residents resent. Stung by losses in a new November election, the California legislature's Democratic majority arrives for the first day of a new session on Monday, facing a political train board, household tax increases, and over party's liberal lawmakers. Taking advantage of earlier and longer promotions this season, fewer shoppers or stores are purchased online over the holiday weekend compared with last year, a trend that expected to continue into Cyber Monday. Activists asking students and workers to walk out nationwide Monday afternoon as Barack Obama and Eric Holder will hold talks related to the Ferguson fallout on Monday, as Officer Darren Wilson resigns. The big loss by Taiwan President Ma Ying-jeou, Kuomintang, or Nationalist Party in local elections yesterday will shake up the island's political establishment and affect island's delicate relations with mainland China ahead of its next election. Red tape may be blocking U.S. couples' cater exit. Concerns also arose that the parents will be afraid to register their children at schools they think that could become targets of violence. The U.S. and Turkey are close to an agreement on a joint military action against the Islamic State militant group in northern Syria, according to a published report. Suspected Islamic extremists struck two capitals in northeastern Nigeria Monday with twin blasts at a credit market and destruction of police base. In Washington, the Supreme Court is weighing the free speech rights of people who use violent or threatening language on Facebook and other social media. Police arrest protester Derek Robinson in St. Louis on Sunday. In business news, San Francisco for more than a year, a group of cyber criminals have been filtering email correspondence from more than 100 organizations, the vast majority of publicly traded healthcare or pharmaceutical companies in pursuit. Girl Scout cookies have traditionally sold cookies face-to-face, and now they can be available in the internet. Russian manufacturer reported improving conditions for the 5th month of November, exceeded forecast by economists by a weaker currency spurred output and input price growth to the fastest in more than 16 years. Markets are reacting to real-time detention in Ukraine's fall and Russia's March incursion into Crimea and subsequent unrest in the three states where pro-Russian separatists have seek autonomy from Kiev. With consumers interested in Google Glass reporting on the way, a new version of the network headset with Intel chip and a longer battery life is aimed to revive its appeal. Failing to take a bid out of the high-end smartphone market, Samsung is its price tag lower for the upcoming first even Tizen smartphone. Take a look at stock market reports here. Sony Pictures has been hacked as 5 new movies are being legally downloaded via copyright infringement file share hubs online as 4 films are released: Annie and Mr. Turner and Still Alice. Kat Nichols Snooki Polizzi is still celebrating her nuptials today after tying the knot to the band of her dreams. She dreamed of dream, and now, at 53, Susan Bohr has her perfect boyfriend, reports an Australian news source, as she has bagged herself as an American doctor who has a perfect gentleman. UN climate negotiations are meeting in Peru to try to advance talks on a new global agreement as 195 nations have committed to finalizing a new climate pact in Paris by 2015's end. Key decisions on Europe's capability and activity in the space will be taken by research ministers on Tuesday as they will come together in Luxembourg to resolve the future of an Ariane rocket and the continent's involvement in the International Space Station. In Cape Canaveral, threatened with a cancellation 4 years ago, NASA's Orion capsule survived the political heat. This week, NASA will see that the spacecraft it is designed to one-day fly astronauts to Mars can handle a searing 20,000 mile per re-entry. December 1st is World AIDS Day, and in 35 years of the epidemic, about 80 million people have become infected with HIV, and nearly 40 million have died. Novitas AG's multiple sclerosis drug Gilead failed to help patients with one of the most difficult to treat forms of the disease. Here, in what? There we go. Dow Jones will start today, 17,828.24, up 49 cents. SP 500, 26.56, down 5.27, and Nasdaq 4791.63, up 4.31. Okay, let's take a look at New England Insulators here at 8:38 here. And it has happened again in Brockton here. Another pedestrian struck in Brockton, Massachusetts, this time on North Pearl Street at the Sutton Line. A CPR progress per Brockton. And Lowell police were called to 29 Howard Street last time at 8:50 p.m. when a 911 call reported home invasion involving two suspects who fled. Take a look at sports news here in Columbus, Ohio. An LR State athlete found in a trash bin with apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound is being mourned by his football and Westland teammates as police investigated his death. Sacramento, California. There was a reason why they hold the best record in the NBA as the Memphis Grizzlies gave it all when they faced a team without their best starter. And Cleveland Browns quarterback Johnny Manziel looks for an open minute against both Bills in the second half as these names are he's going to be ready here. And last night, the New England Patriots 7-game winning streak comes to an end as they lose to the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field 26-21 here. Next up, the Patriots, they will be down in San Diego on a Sunday night showdown with Phil Rivers and the San Diego Chargers here. The Boston Celtics wrap up a horrific month in November as they lose to the San Antonio Spurs 111-89 here. Next up, the Celtics, they'll be down in Atlanta tomorrow night against the Atlanta Hawks. And the Boston Bruins, they will be out at Anaheim, taking on Anaheim Ducks. Game time, 10 o'clock, Wednesday, 7 o'clock, their time. Peter Chell News Time is now 8:40 here, and time it off for a travel report here. But it's back to work, back to school Monday, and 95 in the northbound side. A little slow as you approach from Neponset Street all the way to 120 in Canton on the northbound side of 95. 24 northbound slow after you pass 139. Sorted all the way up to 120 in the Red Dog. Route 3 on the northbound side. Slow from 220 to Rockland all the way down for the Braintree split. 120 on the southbound side. And it's backed up from 95 and Canton all the way down for the Braintree split here. 120 on the northbound side. It's backed up from Route 1 in Norwood all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham here. And Route 120 on the southbound side. Backed up from 129 Wakefield all the way down for 93 in Reading. And 120 on the southbound side, backed up from Route 3 in Burlington all the way up to Route 2 in Concord here. 93 on the southbound side, and it's slow from Mass Avenue all the way down to Dorchester. 756 Expressway on the northbound side, slow from the split all the way out to Mass Avenue exit here. Timonville Tunnel modified on both ends here. Massachusetts Turnpike, an accident in Hopkins here between the eastbound side of Mass Pike between Route 485 and Route 9 to Hopkins, so expect some delays here. And a secondary accident at the caution of Mass Pike eastbound before Route 9, exit 12. And you hit the brakes on the Mass Pike, a little slow stop around there, but you hit the brakes again from before you approach the Western Barracks as in Western and next to the right lane, block the Mass Pike eastbound before Western State Police Barracks. It's backed up from Western all the way down for also Bratton Tolls here. Mass Pike on the westbound side. It's backed up from Logan Airport down for the 10 Williams Tunnel in South Boston here. Accident Route 1A near Logan Airport, so expect some delays here. 93 on the southbound side is backed up from Stoneham all the way down through the Zankin Bridge. Route 1 on the southbound side backed up from the Tober Bridge all the way down through 93. 1A south slow from East Boston way down for 90.
And Route 3 of the south side is expected from Route 45 in Chelmsford down to Billwaker. Route 93 on the south side is expected from Methuen all the way around. Route 485 in Andover on the northbound side of 93. Southbound 93 slowly approach 485 in Andover. 95 modified from Peabody up to the New Hampshire border. 120 is modified from Linfield all the way down to Gloucester. 495 a little slow around Route 93 in Andover. 495 northbound is expected from 126 in Bellingham all the way down from Milford to the exit on Hopkins exit Center Lane, blocked on 495 northbound north of exit 20 Route 85 in Milford. Suffolk Road traffic exit 19 Route 109 Milford and Bellingham here. And otherwise 495 modified from Amesbury all the way down to Wareham here. Otherwise 95 and 24 modified from 128 to the Rhode Island border here. Route 6 is modified from only down for Sedgwick. Route 20 modified from Falmouth way down to the border here. Except for traffic to the Route 20 and the West Falmouth Highway. Expect some delays. But otherwise, you're going to go ahead and kick it down here. And Cape Cod highways here. 195 westbound side it is expect up from Seacock way down through Route 44 to East Providence. 95 in Red Island on the southbound side slow from Pawtucket curves all the way down from downtown Providence. 146 southbound is slow from Route 15 all the way down to 95. 295 is modified from Edinburgh down for Work. 146 southbound is slow from North Smithfield down from 99 in Cumberland. And 99 north is slow from Cumberland then Woonsocket here. And Mass Park on the eastbound side, it's an accident between 395, 290, and 122 in Auburn, so expect some delays. 290 on the northbound side, it is backed up from 122 all the way down to downtown Worcester, and 290 on the eastbound side here. 495 southbound, a little slow from 85 in Bolton all the way out to 290 in Marlboro, so expect some delays here. And 39395 in New Hampshire are more on fine here. And Route 6, Paulton Turnpike is southbound side. It's backed up from Route 4, Durham all the way out to Newington here, so expect some delays here. And all the highways in Springfield to Mullan 91 Mullan from the Connecticut border to the Vermont border from Springfield to Greenfield, and Mass Park was Mullan from Auburn and all the way down to New York border. Peter Child News Times 844 here. And it's time now for a weather report here. For today, slight chance of showers after 11 a.m. Most of the skies now about 58 degrees. Southwest, what about 79 miles per coming northwest in the afternoon. Chance of to 20%. Tonight, most of the skies low about 26 degrees. North, what about 79 miles per hour. Tuesday, chance of rain maybe between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Most of the skies high about 37 degrees. North, what about 79 miles per hour. Chance of to 30%. You precipitation amounts of less than 10 minutes possible. So that rain is still becoming all the way after 2 a.m. Lower at 35 degrees. East, what about 3 to 7 miles per hour. Chance of 8%. Little dose circulation expected from Wednesday at chance of rain before noon, then at chance of showers rain between noon and 3 p.m. Clouds count high about 57 degrees. Southwest with about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Winds can cut sides 22 miles per hour. Chance of 50%. Weather at slight chance of showers before 9 p.m. Most clouds got low about 36 degrees at chance of 20%. Thursday, most side park clouds got about 44, low about 26 degrees. Friday, park sides got about 30 degrees. Friday night, chance of snow. Well, slick eyes with a low at 30 degrees at chance of 30%. Saturday, a chance of rain with a few flakes of snow. Most skies got about 46, low about 35 degrees. And chance of 30%. And for Sunday, a chance of rain. Most skies got about 46 degrees. And chance of 30%. Northern temperature 54 degrees. What most skies got. That's me for Peter Child. Morning news on this December 1st, 2014 on a Monday morning. P was here. Good day, and I'll see you later on.